Hey, guys.
Okay, so my inbox has 47 unread emails. I've got 3 deadlines today. My manager wants the quarterly report by 5, and the spreadsheet I was working on this morning just corrupted. I genuinely do not know how I'm going to get through this afternoon.
Dan, we are recording a podcast right now.
Oh, right. Sorry. I just work, you know?
Actually, that is exactly what today's episode is about. Welcome to the Everyday English Chat Show. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Dan, slightly less stressed than I was 30 seconds ago. Today, we are going deep into the real everyday language of being at work. Not your job title. We covered that in a previous episode. Today is the nitty-gritty. The tasks, the deadlines, the meetings, the disasters, the wins, the small talk. Let's go.
Part 1. Talking about your tasks and daily work. The most foundational, most used phrase in all of workplace English, I'm working on. This is present continuous, and it tells people exactly what you are currently doing. I'm working on the budget proposal. I'm working on a client presentation. I'm working on those figures you asked for. It's simple, it's clear, and it's the single most natural way to describe active work in English. Use it all the time. I need to get this done by is attaching a deadline to a task. I need to get this done by 3 o'clock. I need to get this done by the end of the week. This shows that it's urgent, it's focused, and it's completely natural in any work conversation. And I'm just finishing up. Use this when someone comes to you and you're almost done with something. Give me 5 minutes. I'm just finishing up this email. Finishing up means you're in the final stages, nearly complete. It's a polite way to signal you're almost free.
And now, one of the most used idioms in English workplaces, I've got a lot on my plate. Imagine your lunch plate piled dangerously high with food. That plate represents your workload. I've got a lot on my plate means you're managing many tasks and responsibilities with very little room for more. I'd love to help, but I've already got a lot on my plate this week. You'll hear this absolutely everywhere in English offices.
Right.
And I'm in the middle of something. If someone calls or interrupts you and you genuinely cannot stop what you're doing, this is your phrase. Can I get back to you? I'm in the middle of something. Polite, brief, and it communicates clearly that your attention is fully committed elsewhere right now. And I'm swamped. Swamped means you are completely overwhelmed with work. Think of a swamp. Wet, muddy, you can barely move. That is what too much work feels like. I haven't replied because I've been absolutely swamped.
Dan, the wrong email story. Go.
Oh, okay, so it was one of those weeks where I was completely swamped, like genuinely drowning, and I was plowing through my inbox as fast as I could, barely reading anything properly. And I got a very long, detailed email from one client asking about pricing for a specific service. Standard enough, but I was so overwhelmed and so distracted that I just grabbed what I thought was the right reply, hit send, and moved on. Except, and I only discovered this 20 minutes later, I had just forwarded them a completely unrelated email chain from a totally different client. Their private information, their pricing, their project details, everything, to the wrong person. And then I sat there just staring at my screen thinking, what have I done? What have I done?
Oh no! That is a swamped-induced catastrophe. And this is why I'm swamped is such an important phrase, because when you're swamped, mistakes happen. Listeners, what are you working on right now? Say it in English. I'm working on... Finish the sentence out loud. Go on, say it.
Part 2. Deadlines and workload. Starting with the word due. You absolutely must know this word. Due means something must be completed and submitted by a specific point in time. The report is due Monday. This is due by noon. When is this due? It's on every calendar, in every email, in every project management tool, in every English-speaking workplace on the planet. Learn it, use it constantly. And I'm behind on. You haven't made enough progress. You're falling short of where you should be at this point. I'm a bit behind on the Henderson project. I need to put in some extra time tonight. It's honest, it's natural, and saying it early is always better than saying it too late. The opposite? I'm ahead of schedule. Means you're moving faster than planned. Wonderful feeling. Rare, but wonderful. And I'm up to date. Everything is current. Nothing has been missed. Your work is exactly where it should be.
And I'm playing catch-up, one of my favorites. If something happens, you were sick, a project exploded, life got in the way, you fall behind. And then you have to work extra hard, extra fast to reach the level you should already be at. You are chasing where you should have been. I was away for 3 days, and now I'm completely playing catch-up. Everyone has felt this. Everyone immediately understands.
Right, yeah.
And I need to prioritize. When you have 8 things demanding your attention simultaneously, you can't do them all at the same level at the same time. You have to decide which are most urgent or most important and focus on those first. I've got so much going on. I really need to sit down and prioritize. And then a phrasal verb that is absolutely essential. I've been putting this off. To put something off means to delay doing it, to keep postponing it, usually because it's unpleasant, difficult, tedious, or just uncomfortable to face.
Put off is such a rich phrasal verb. You can put off a task. I've been putting off updating the database for weeks. You can put off a difficult conversation. She keeps putting off talking to a manager about the situation. You can put off a decision. We've been putting off this decision for too long. The key quality of put off is always that feeling of knowing you should do the thing and not doing it anyway. Very human, very universal. And Cheryl, what do you put off at work?
Oh, without any question, expense reports. Every single month, I put them off until I'm about 20 minutes from the deadline, and then I'm frantically scrolling through my photos trying to find receipts I photographed 6 weeks ago. And the thing is, it takes about 15 minutes to actually do the expense report. 15 minutes! It's not hard. It's not even unpleasant, really. But something about starting it makes me want to reorganize my entire desk instead. I've genuinely been putting off this month's report since the 2nd of the month. It is now significantly past the 2nd. Ha! Expense reports, the universal nemesis. Listeners, what have you been putting off? At work, at school, in life? Say it out loud right now. I've been putting off. Be completely honest. We won't tell anyone.
Part 3. Meetings. Meetings have their own specific English vocabulary. Can we set up a meeting? To set up means to arrange or schedule. Can we set up a meeting for Thursday afternoon? And let's catch up. An informal check-in to update each other. Let's catch up before the end of the week. Not a big formal meeting, just a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to loop you in. Oh, this phrase. This is one of those workplace phrases that the moment you know it, you start hearing it absolutely everywhere. To loop someone in means to include them in a conversation or email thread so that they are kept informed about what's happening. Picture a loop, a circle, and you're bringing this person inside the circle of communication. I'll loop you in on the email. Can you loop me in on that thread? I should probably loop in the finance team on this. Use it. It will make you sound immediately like a native office English speaker.
And let's touch base. To touch base means to make brief contact, to check in on something specific. Let's touch base before the presentation. And then one of the most useful phrases in any meeting. Let's take this offline. This means let's not discuss this in the current meeting. Let's deal with it separately. Great point. Let's take that offline and come back with a proper answer. It keeps the meeting moving and shows you take the topic seriously.
And can we table that for now? Which means put it aside and come back to it later. That's an interesting point, but we're running short on time. Can we table that for now? Now, here is a genuinely fascinating language fact. In American English, to table something means to postpone it, set it aside for later. But in British English, to table something means the exact opposite. It means to bring something forward for discussion, to put it on the table. Same phrase, opposite meanings. English is wonderfully confusing sometimes.
So if you're in a British office and someone says, "I'd like to table this issue," they want to discuss it now.
Huh, that is such a good one. Imagine the confusion in a mixed British-American meeting. Okay, role play. I'm going to be the colleague who goes completely off topic in the meeting. Dan, you're keeping things on track. Ready?
Born ready.
Okay, so let's get started on the product launch timeline. I wanted to touch base on the key dates before... Oh, actually, this reminds me. Did anyone try that new coffee place that opened downstairs? Because I went yesterday and honestly, it changed my life. And it made me think about how much productivity is connected to good coffee. And that connects to something I read about the Japanese work culture, which is fascinating. Anyway, my point is, Cheryl, the coffee discussion isn't on the agenda today. Can we table that for now and get back to the launch timeline? And let's take the Japanese work culture conversation offline. I'd actually love to hear more about that separately. But right now, timeline. Can we loop in Sarah on this before we go further?
Yes, good point. Let me loop her in. I'll add her to the thread. Right, the timeline. Let's catch up on where each team is and go from there. And that is a workplace meeting in English. Notice how every phrase slotted in completely naturally? Listeners, try these out loud. Let's take that offline. Can we table that? I'll loop you in. Practice them.
Part 4. Workplace challenges and problems. Because work is not a highlight reel. Things go wrong. Files get corrupted, people drop things, projects hit walls, and you need the English to handle these moments honestly and professionally. I'm having trouble with. You are experiencing difficulty. I'm having trouble with the new system. I'm having trouble reaching the client. Direct, clear, no drama. And I can't figure out how to. You've tried to work something out and you cannot get there. I can't figure out how to run this report. Figure out means to solve or understand something through effort.
Right, yeah.
And this keeps happening for recurring, repeated problems that aren't going away. The server goes down every Tuesday morning. This keeps happening and nobody's fixing it. Very frustrated, very relatable. And now, 2 wonderful idioms that every English learner must know. First, I dropped the ball on that. To drop the ball means to make a mistake, to fail to do something you were responsible for, to let people or a situation down through your own error. I completely forgot to book the venue. I really dropped the ball on that. It's honest, it shows ownership, and English speakers use it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And that fell through the cracks. Slightly different. This is used when something was missed or overlooked. Not necessarily one person's fault, but usually because it slipped through a gap in communication or process. Everyone thought someone else was handling it. That invoice must have fallen through the cracks. We need to chase it. And when things have gone off track, we need to get back on track, to return to the correct path and correct pace of progress. The timeline slipped last week. Let's talk about how we get back on track. And simply but importantly, I'm going to need some help with this. Honest, professional, responsible. Asking for help is a skill.
Dan, ball dropping story. Go.
Right. So, I was organizing a team training session for about 15 people. I booked the trainer, I sorted the catering, I sent out the calendar invites. Very organized, very thorough Dan. Except, and this is painful, I forgot to actually confirm the date with the trainer. I assumed they'd received my initial inquiry email and were good to go. They were not good to go. Training day arrived, 15 people in the room, no trainer. I had to stand up in front of everyone and explain that there had been a scheduling miscommunication, which is a very professional way of saying I dropped the ball spectacularly and I am deeply, deeply sorry.
Huh. Scheduling miscommunication. That is a masterpiece of diplomatic language. Listeners, has something ever fallen through the cracks at your work or school? Try the phrase out loud. I dropped the ball on, or this keeps happening. Say it with that honest, self-aware energy that makes people immediately like you. Part 5,
achievements, and wins, because we absolutely need the positive side of this. Work is not only challenges. Sometimes you finish things, you execute brilliantly, you get great news, and you need to know how to share those moments in English. I just wrapped up. To wrap something up means to complete or finish it. There's a very satisfying, complete feeling to this phrase, like wrapping a parcel. Tied up, done, finished. I've just wrapped up the Miller proposal. It's with the client now. We wrapped up the project 3 days early. Incredibly natural and pleasing to say.
Mm-hmm.
And we nailed it. To nail something means to execute it perfectly, to hit it with precision and brilliance, like driving a nail perfectly with one clean strike. We nailed the pitch. She absolutely nailed the interview. It's informal, but it's everywhere in English, and it conveys genuine excitement and pride. And the quieter, classier version? It went really well. Sometimes understatement is the most elegant choice. And I got great feedback. Someone responded positively, Kirwalk. Feedback can be positive or negative. Great feedback is always wonderful to receive and share.
And we hit the deadline. To hit a deadline means you successfully completed something by the required time. You made contact with it. You didn't miss it. We hit the deadline and the client was thrilled. The opposite, we missed the deadline, is something nobody wants to say. And things are really picking up. To pick up means to improve, to increase, to gain momentum. Business has been slow, but things are really picking up now. The project was difficult at first, but it's really picking up pace. Such a positive, optimistic phrase.
Cheryl, model a work-win reaction. Full English. Don't hold back.
Okay, so I've just wrapped up a 6-week project. We hit every single deadline. My manager gave me the most incredible feedback, and I just found out the client wants to extend the contract. I am over the moon. We absolutely nailed it. Every part of it went really well. Things have really picked up since those difficult early weeks, and I couldn't be more proud of what we achieved. My manager was genuinely really pleased, and honestly, so am I.
That is how you celebrate in English, unrestrained and beautiful. Listeners, think of something you did well recently. Work, school, your English learning, anything. Say it. I nailed. Or it went really well when I... Celebrate yourself out loud right now.
Part 6, casual workplace small talk. This is the conversational glue that holds a workplace together between meetings and tasks. How's it going? How are things? Warm, friendly check-ins you can use anytime with any colleague. And the most universally satisfying response to all of them? Not bad, keeping busy. It's cheerful, honest, and non-dramatic. It says, I'm fine, I have plenty to do, life goes on. Say it with a smile, and you're done.
Right, yeah.
And it's been a busy one. The word one here replaces day or week, depending on context. It's been a really busy one today. What a busy one this week has been. It's casual, it's British and American, and it's everywhere. And then, spoken with genuine relief by workers across the entire English-speaking world every Friday afternoon, thank goodness it's Friday. Or just TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Pure, undiluted end-of-week relief. Known everywhere.
And the workplace phrase that is about so much more than a beverage? I need a coffee. In office culture, this phrase almost never means just coffee. It means, I am exhausted. I need to step away from my screen. I need a moment. I've been in meetings all morning. I need a coffee. Everyone in every English-speaking office knows exactly what this means and feels immediate sympathy. And let me know if you need anything. Warm, helpful, collegial. Offering your time and assistance to someone else. A genuinely lovely phrase.
And 2 more that I love. I owe you one. If a colleague helps you out, covers for you, goes out of their way for you, you say, thank you so much. I owe you one. It means you owe them a favor in return. You will pay it back somehow. It's friendly, it's warm, it acknowledges what they did for you. And we're all in this together. Workplace solidarity. We face the same challenges. We're on the same team. We support each other. Such a unifying, encouraging thing to say.
Okay, final role play. 2 colleagues, Tuesday morning, coffee in hand, normal small talk. Go, Cheryl.
Morning. How's it going?
Not bad, keeping busy. I've got a lot on my plate today. I'm working on the annual review and it's due tomorrow. I may need a coffee. Or 3.
It's been a busy one for everyone this week. I just wrapped up mine last night. Honestly, it's such a relief. Let me know if you need anything. Happy to look over it before you submit.
Oh, that would be amazing. I owe you one. We're all in this together, right? Thank goodness it's only Tuesday and not Friday yet, or I'd be in real trouble.
You'll get there. And that is real, warm, natural workplace small talk in English. Every phrase was completely authentic. Listeners, the next time you see a colleague or a classmate, try it. How's it going? And if they ask you, not bad, keeping busy. Do it.
Okay, rapid fire highlighting reel of today's best phrases are: I'm working on. I've got a lot on my plate. I'm swamped. I'm in the middle of something. I'll get to it. This is due on. I'm playing catch up. I've been putting this off. Loop you in. Let's take this offline. Can we table that? I dropped the ball. That fell through the cracks. We need to get back on track. I've just wrapped it up. We nailed it. Things are really picking up. Not bad. Keeping busy. It's been a busy one. TGIF. I need a coffee. I owe you one. We're all in this together.
What a collection! And your challenge this week: drop just one of these phrases into a real conversation. At work, at school, with a colleague, with a friend. Just one. I've got a lot on my plate. I'll loop you in. We need to get back on track. Pick the one that fits your life right now and use it. See how completely natural it feels coming out of your mouth.
And thank you, genuinely, from both of us, to every single person listening today. Whether you're on your commute, at your lunch break, or sitting at your desk procrastinating on your expense reports. Cheryl, we see you, we appreciate you, and we are genuinely proud of you for investing in yourself. Every episode you listen to is building something real.
In our next episode, we're talking about how to make plans and invitations in English. Are you free this weekend? Let's hang out. I'll have to take a rain check. Everything you need to make real plans with real people in English. It's going to be so practical and so much fun. Don't miss it.
Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, the English you need is already inside your everyday life. You just need the words to express it. I'm Dan.
And I'm Cheryl from the Everyday English Chat Show. Go nail today. We believe in you. Bye for now.